Hail, hail, folks. It's the 2nd of August 2012. It is 20 past midnight. It's been a few weeks since I've put one of these together, so it's good to be back. We're going to call the show going forward the Celtic SPL 2012-2013 W.A.T.P Freezone Show. For anyone that doesn't know what W.A.T.P means, it's we are the people, or they were the people. They aren't the people anymore because their clubs did. That's obviously the team with no name, Glasgow Rangers. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be calling the show going forward. It's going to be a 3-weekly show I'm going to put together, just catching up with the games that have been played, etc. And I'll add a few wee segments in, i.e. goal of the month, player of the month, that kind of thing. And of course a wee bit of music. But it's been a wee while since I've been on, like I say. I feel I need to have a wee quick rant about Sevco 1588, just to get out my system. And then hopefully we'll not mention them again. They've been demoted, kicked out of the league, sent down to the 3rd division, where they belong. I mean, rightly so as well. Personally, I wouldn't have given them a licence. I would have told them where to go. There's more dignified and decent teams that should have got the place. They're basically at £140 million in debt, and they're going to work their way back up. So let's not pull any punches about it. They will come back up into the SPL, but I can see it being in between 3 and 5 years. But they will come up in a healthy state, and who knows what the SPL and what Celtic's position will be at that time. We might be 3 or 4 titles better off, but the parasites and the disease that is Rangers, or the team with no name is what I'm going to call them, they will be back. The poison will be back, their fans will be back. They're not going to go away, they're always going to be there. I mean, you see it all the time. Their clubs did, but they still go about with their stupid wee blue strips on. Personally, I don't think they should even have the crest. It's a new club. Everything should be changed. They can keep the blue strip, but the crest should be changed. The name's obviously going to be changed. I'm a bit pissed off with the media, especially radio and newspapers, continuing to call them Rangers. Are these guys like Spears, Gavins, trainers, the Daily Record, the Sun, are they frightened to actually call them what they are? And that is Sevco 1588, because until the fucking liquidation process is complete in a year's time, then they are Sevco 1588. They're no fucking Rangers. Rangers are fucking dead. They died months ago. A line was drawn under it in the record books. Their history is fucking gone. Okay, let's get that fucking straight, right? I mean, as far as this plank Charles Green goes, he keeps coming up with the quote that the history will remain, but the history will remain to the date that they liquidated. Of course, the history will remain, but once they get their titles stripped for the EBT case and we get our titles back that were due in our cups, then some form of justice will be done. It's fucking laughable. The guy's not really got a clue. He comes up here and he starts spouting off all his piss about the reason why that this will happen because bigotry. No, it happened because you fucking cheated, right? We're living in a predominantly Protestant Scotland, right? And this arsehole is basically saying that all the other Scottish teams are anti-Rangers and anti-Protestant and anti-fucking loyalist and all this. The guy's not got a fucking clue. A bit like the knuckle-dragging Rangers fans. He's pretty clueless, like. The reason they were demoted, Charlie Boy, is because they cheated. And they ran up debts by buying players that they couldn't afford, winning titles that they shouldn't have been winning, and everybody that was involved in that should be fucking ashamed of themselves at what they've actually done to small businesses, etc. Anyway, my wee rant's just about over about them. Like I say, I have to get out of my system. I'm going to move on. We're going to talk about the Scottish champions, which is Glasgow Celtic, and will be Scottish champions for the near future, I would imagine. I can see our main challengers probably being Aberdeen and possibly Hearts. But that's the last I'm going to mention, the Knuckle Dragon Huns. We'll keep that for another day, for another podcast. These ones, like I say, going out every 3 weeks now, are going to be mainly to do with our matches, match reports, etc. And of course there'll be a bit of music chopped in there as well, some good crack and some good songs. Okay, folks, that's it for that wee segment. This segment of the show, we're going to stick some music on, and I'll catch you in a minute.
We have been punished.
No, you haven't.
And obviously banned from Europe.
No, you haven't.
Oh, I have to be honest again.
No, you don't.
29 of their 30 clubs have welcomed us into the SFL. I think the club has been more than fair in the respect of accepting punishment after punishment after punishment. Our players won them fairly and squarely.
No, you haven't.
The green and white army marched into Seville, over 70,000 with peace and goodwill. We were down in the city, we filled up the streets, we gave them the message this beat couldn't be beat. Our hearts did light up all over Seville. When Larson scored, we got the thrill. UEFA and FIFA said we were the best, the world's biggest party and not one arrest. A season's long journey to lands afar, by aeroplanes and buses, trains, boats and cars. A day that we dreamt of since '67. Even our loved ones were watching from heaven. Our hearts did light up all over Seville. When Larson scored, we got the thrill. UEFA and FIFA said we were the best, the world's biggest party and not one arrest. We went in our masses to the Costa del Sol, over 70,000, yes we had a ball. No UEFA Cup glory, but our time did come. This was more than just football, or second to none. Our hearts did light up all over Seville. When Larson scored, we got the thrill. UEFA and FIFA said we were the best, the world's biggest party and not one arrest. So hold your heads high, right up in the sky. We'll take those memories when we die. Tell your grandchildren that you were there, part of the play that was so fair. Our hearts did light up all over Seville. When Larson scored, we got the thrill. UEFA and FIFA said we were the best, the world's biggest party and not one arrest. UEFA and FIFA said we were the best, the world's biggest party and not one arrest.
Welcome back, folks. Okay, right, let's move on with the show, right. We're just fresh for our game tonight against Helsinki, which finished 2-1. I managed to get a decent stream on firstlow.net. If nobody knows it, that's quite a good wee place to go if you want to stream your football on your laptop or that. Wasn't a bad game. We created quite a few chances in the I was fairly satisfied. No with the result. With the performance, it was pretty good. And we got the goals for Hooper and Mulgrew. A nice finish via a Samaras set up for Hooper for the first goal. And a Charlie Mulgrew header, kind of downward header, kind of a trademark one he has in recent times for the second. Obviously, the disappointing thing was the away goal. I mean, if I were to analyse the performance, the team throughout, I couldn't fault Foster for the goal that they scored because it was a kind of a ricochet back off a big Wanyama into the path of the Finnish striker, who tucked it away into the corner quite neatly. So, I mean, Fraser, let's say I wouldn't put any fault on him. Looking at the defence, I thought Matthews had a good game, and obviously Mulgrew chipped in with his goal. Easy Gary. I think he's back to his best. I can't it's early season, but I've seen him in a few games now, and he's looking really sharp. And Big Wanyama, although he made the mistake for the goal, was pretty solid in the back four, in the centre of defence. I don't know if Lenny's looking at that as a possibility. It might leave us a wee bit shy in midfield. No shy because we've got plenty covered, but I think Wanyama personally does well in the midfield role. So I think if he's going to go into the transfer market and buy a centre half, then obviously that'll let Wanyama move into his normal role in midfield. We'll need to wait and see in that one. It doesn't look too promising in the sign in front of it, I think. But in saying that, at the same time, I think we've got a strong squad and we've got plenty of strength and depth. Anyway, moving into midfield for the game tonight. Joe Ledley, he foraged forward a few times, had a few chances on goal, and he was unlucky with a volley that just skimmed by the post there. His performance levels looked pretty good. I didn't really see that much of Brown. I think he dug in and done a lot of kind of defensive work. But I thought Big Sammy, was not too bad. I've seen him better, to be honest. He never done as many kind of runs that he does coming in for the left wing and on the diagonal run at the box that have caused defences problems in the latter part of last season. And they were quite damaging, obviously, and he linked up well with Izagiri, and that was something that was lacking tonight from his own play. Young Forrest was nice to see him back as well. I don't know, he was a wee bit off the boil and for my taste, my liking. I've seen him do a lot better, to be honest. But again, it's only early season, obviously, and I think obviously the boys got talent and they'll come good. Moving on to the forwards, Gary Hooper. I thought he had a quiet game, to be honest. Other than his goal, he didn't really do much, and I didn't see him featuring in the game that much, to be honest. And I think he's been a wee bit off the boil, but he's a striker, and he's maybe not hit his purple patch yet. I'd rather he was hitting that mid-season when we're really needing it.